the host for this group. I wanted to come on and welcome all of our new members and just kind of let you know who I am, what I do, to make sure you feel aligned with me and with this community so that you're sure that you're going to gain value from being here, right? And so I am a soul purpose success mentor. I am a master healer, author, and speaker. My whole life's work is about soul healing. You're going to hear me talk a lot about energy throughout this. If you scroll down, you'll see everything I talk about is, who you're being, energy. I talk a lot about God and surrendering. I talk a lot about action, big advocate for action taking in your business. However, if you're taking action in the wrong energetic foundation, then you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. So for me, my truth is that everything is energy and the right energy is key. The right energy is key in order for the right action steps, marketing efforts to reap you the results that you desire. Now, again, my life's work is soul healing. So I take an energetic approach to business building. And I want to tell you, 4 years ago, I struggled with my business. So back then I was getting back-to-back clients. Now you might say, Renee, well, that's not a bad thing, is it? For consistency's sake, it was great, right? However, I needed multiple clients at the same time to scale into a sustainable business. And so it wasn't until I had this particular breakthrough, which I'm going to share with you. It wasn't until I had this energetic breakthrough that I was able to attract groups of clients for my private mentorship program, that I was able to attract multiple, people at my retreats, attract multiple clients for my mastermind. So I want to share with you today my story and the secret to attracting success through your energy. It all started for me when I was 3 years old. I was living in Rangoon, Burma, and it was, I remember it was a really nice warm day. My sister and I were playing outside my grandfather's house, running around like kids do. And my sister took a fall on some steps. She stood up, brushed it off, bounced back like a lot of little ones do, right? Normal day, normal night. We're sleeping that night in our bed. We co-slept back then in Burma. So it was like my father, my mother, my infant brother, myself, my sister. Well, maybe not in that order, but we all co-slept on this one bed. Like how we fit, I have no idea, right? But there we were, and you can imagine how content I was. Content as a 3-year-old could be, snuggled up next to my family. I relaxed, I fell asleep. When I woke up, everything changed in an instant. When I woke up, I was the only one in that bed. And I looked out and I saw my aunt, and I instinctively knew something was wrong. What happened was they rushed my sister off to the hospital when she complained of abdominal pain. And it was there at the hospital that they discovered internal bleeding, and she passed away that night. So I woke up and my sister was gone forever. Just like that. When I woke up, my whole entire world flipped upside down. And you can imagine how overwhelmed I was as a 3-year-old, how overwhelmed I was with confusion, how overwhelmed I was with deep pain from the grief. And subconsciously, something happened that night or that week that impacted my personal life as an adult and my business. Subconsciously, as a 3-year-old, I decided never again. I couldn't live life experiencing that overwhelming pain. And there was no way I could have survived at the tender age of 3 if another trauma like that hit, right? I couldn't have survived that amount of overwhelming pain. And so the walls went up. My ego, my subconsciously, I put up walls around my heart. Because never again, we can't allow this. And so those walls kept my parents at arm's length for the majority of my life. I'm clear. Those walls kept my friends at bay. Those walls sometimes kept my husband out of my heart at times. And it was those same walls that kept clients, groups of clients, from coming into my business. It wasn't until I did the healing work, the soul healing work, to let down these walls around my heart. It wasn't until I did this healing around the decades old grief that I was able to free up my energetic space, right? When I let the walls down, space freed up. It wasn't until then that I was able to receive more clients, receive more money in my business, receive more love in general. So that's the secret to my success, right? That's helped me to scale my business and to make it a sustainable one where I'm consistently paying myself every single month. I manifested over $75,000 in just a couple of months. My visibility opportunities are coming in like, with the most ridiculous ease and lightness this year. And so I attribute all of my success to soul healing. And this is also true for my clients. So I had one client come and say, Renee, I have this e-course and I got a bunch of no's, a couple of signups, but one backed out and another one is waffling. She might back out too. Like, what do I do? And what she did, I'll tell you what she did. She hired me. She jumped into my program, and with just 4 weeks in the program, she relaunched the program and was able to book $12,000 in just 4 weeks. That's what's possible. But how does she do it? First, when we got together, we got clear on her soul's message, and her soul's message was to help people to really embrace their sexuality so that they can create the love and the life they desire. Okay. Now, once she got clear on the soul's message, the next step was to own it. What does that look like, to own your soul's message? Well, it looks like confidently sharing it, getting really visible with it, teaching it fearlessly. And it was at this step of owning her soul's message that her soul healing began. Every time she was attempting to get visible with her message, she was actually reliving an old conversation with her mother, a conversation where her mother was calling her a slut. Once we did the healing, once we healed up that memory, healed up that emotional imprint, that's when she was able to shift her energy, free up space, and receive more money and more clients, more success. Okay, this is true for all of my clients. It's really interesting. It's the stage of owning your message. So another client, once she got clear on her message and she was getting ready to speak her truth and share her message fearlessly, the fear of being manipulated, by her audience came up. For another one, it was when she started sharing her full soul's message, it was the fear of losing people in her life because they would not connect with her message. She was afraid of people dropping off in her audience, in her tribe. I had another client who was really scared that she would get disowned by her own father if she were to come out with her soul's message. So in the owning of the soul's message, I find for a lot of clients, that's where the soul healing begins. But when they commit to the healing work at that stage, 5-figure clients falling, one client says, clients just fall into my lap. Talk about light and easy, right? This is what's possible when you do the healing work. And now on the flip side, I have colleagues from a mastermind in 2014 who are still exactly where they are back then. They're exactly where they were back then. Nothing has changed in their business. Or if it has, it's been really, slow growth for them. And so one colleague came up to me and said, Renee, I see that you're just creating rapid results in your business. Like, what can I do? What do you suggest I do with my marketing? And I said, well, that's it right there. Like, you can't just focus on your marketing. For me, it's soul healing. Healing is how I attracted success. Healing is how I manifested, 5-figure clients consistently. It was through soul healing. And so I invite you to really look at how you've been approaching your business. If it's just action after action after action, maybe it's webinar and launch after launch, and you're not getting the results you want to look at the energy you're sitting in. The right energetic foundation is key. I don't want you stuck in your business for another year, right? Like that's painful. I can have empathy for that. We're at the end of December. How fast the years go by, right? I don't want you stuck for another year, for 2 years. I want to get you healing. I want to get you visible, and I want to get you paid. And it kind of happens in that order. So if you are ready for soul purpose success in 2019, I want to invite you to hop on the phone with me for a soul healing discovery call. What's going to happen on this call? It's going to be a 45-minute call. And this is a complimentary call that I'm offering up to you now because I really want you to succeed. I really want you to at least start building some momentum, get some clarity. So on this call, you're going to get clear on what is the root block that needs to get shifted. Okay, or in other words, what needs to get healed right now for you to have some forward momentum. You're going to get clear on that root block, what needs to get healed. You're going to get clear on how, on your deeper soul's purpose and how you can manifest that in 2019. So if you're ready for that clarity and for the healing work, if you're truly committed to taking this energetic approach and to soul healing, then we could be a great match. I can help you attract success through your energy. Sign up for the Soul Healing Discovery Call and let's get you in the right energetic foundation so that before 2019 starts, so that you can really start it off on the right energetic foot. Thank you so much for being here. I love how this group is growing. I feel really aligned with you, and I am always looking out for your success. I honor your light, your presence, and who you be. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you in this way. Namaste.